So we've got ourselves our final for birthday evolution, and it's a free one. Finally, we have got ourselves the final birthday finale. Celebrate the final day for birthday with targeted boosts in passing and dribbling alongside exciting new playstyles. Always nice, max 89, max 95 on the pace and 10 playstyles. So we have got the trickster playstyle coming in, and obviously passing and also dribbling is going to be targeted. A skill move, we're then going to get a pinged pass playstyle. We'll also then get incisive pass playstyle and long ball pass. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. If you are struggling, the one thing I would say is don't make the mistake of going against somebody who already has all of these. Like, for instance, if we go into somebody like Bellingham, for instance, if we do go into them, we know full well that this card has now only got the Incisive Plus, which is fine, doesn't have the long ball, doesn't have the... Why has my mind gone blank on the others? It was Trickster, and it was Pinged Pass. So we know full well that he hasn't got Pinged Pass, he doesn't have Long Ball, and he doesn't have Trickster either. So he's actually going to get at least a benefit from this if you want to take him up to 91. The big thing as well is make sure that you're not going well above the upgrade of him. Like, for instance, if we go for someone like a Virgil, we know we're at least going to get some of the upgrade. It may not be absolutely everything, but you can see his passing and dribbling at least does go up slightly. And we do get the maximum of composure already at 90 anyway. So it's not as if he's kind of used to half of them. So the big thing for this is making sure that you are getting what's worth in there as such. If we look at someone like Kyle Walker, his composure will only go up by +2, and then we'll get a bit of ball control as well. And then if we look at the rest of them, short pass, long pass, reactions and vision goes up. And we know full well at the start of the upgrade, for instance, we know he's got the long ball, doesn't have the pinged pass, doesn't have the trickster, and doesn't have the incisive. So you've got to look a little bit more deeper with this one, because we can choose multiple positions. For instance, if we went for... Let's see if we can figure somebody out here. We've got, I suppose he's got two of them. What you will find is some of these players, Bruno. So Bruno has pretty much the only one he would get is the Trickster. And to be honest, I don't know if he'd get a good composure boost. But it's not as if you think he's got 89 pass and 83 dribbling. He ends up with 90 and 86. The composure is going to be a massive factor to this card. He's already got very good passing. It'd be like putting a KDB into this. There's kind of sometimes just no point. But the play styles he get will only be a one extra on that Trickster. So again, whether you think that's worth it or not is the big question, really. Then you can kind of go further down and see what else we've got. Obviously, when we look at someone like Odegaard, he will be very similar. Long ball pass and Trickster will be the extra bonus there. Composure will get a +3, little bit on the passing, but nothing too crazy. His passing actually stays the same, and he gets a slight amount of dribbling. So it is making the mistake of kind of just making sure you are actually getting at least a solid upgrade for him. So if we was to go over to FUT.gg, we can have a look and see which ones are up in here, because there'll be loads. This is not a position-based one. You've got every position you can go for. And position-wise, you're obviously getting an overall upgrade. If we have a look at the evolution, we're getting crossing, long ball, ball pass, ball control, short pass, composure, balance, vision, reactions, agility. So it is only passing and dribbling, nothing absolute else. We are obviously only getting a 2 overall as well. So if you wanted to pick someone lower, then that is good in some aspects, because you're going to get them upgrades in the play styles, but maybe not take yourself over the ability to get another upgrade later on down the line. even if you wanted to choose somebody without any playstyle pluses. You just want to add all the playstyles, add a bit of extra stats. If we was to go and think, if we was to have a look at a gold rare, for instance, and say we go way further down, we look at like an 85, for instance. Say if we go a bit of Palmer. If we wanted to go for him, I know pace is going to be a big thing, but we could obviously go with him, and of course we're not going to be able to check, but the whole point is we could go with that Palmer. I've probably got somebody on the actual game actually, and we could go with him to get them extra play styles in. So if I was to go into, in fact, if I go to the 85s, I'm pretty sure I've got Palmer in here. If we look at 85s, for instance, so we know full well, if we go into this, he's got Incisive, so he won't get that. He'll get the Trickster, the Pinged Pass, and the Long Ball, and an extra skill move. So you know that, for instance, with him, he's going up to the 87. He's going to get a lovely upgrade on that Composure. Obviously, everything else is going to go up as well. He gets them extra playstyles, and is still within the remit of getting another upgrade later on down the line. The only thing you've got to be careful with this is the max of 10 playstyles. A lot of the evolutions do hold that as a factor. So for instance, for him, he has 9 on this. So he could get away with it, but you'd need to make sure the next upgrade you go for him is going to be straight double playstyle plus. But it's just a way that you could get round upgrading but not going too crazy, because it is only a double upgrade as well. In terms of what we're seeing from here, we've obviously got Mia Hamm and Eto. I mean, I get the name is obviously going to be quite big, but I don't think it would be worth it. These playstyles are not really going to help him too much. Whether you think Mia Hamm's not going to get an upgrade anytime soon, but you are taking the fact that she's only 89 rated away from her and going to 91 instead, meaning it could be a lot longer until we see a double playstyle plus on a 91. We obviously then have the likes of Pedri. He's always going to be a great shout if obviously he hasn't got the playstyles already. Should have a decent amount of passing and dribbling, so again, whether you choose somebody without it. Obviously Dybala, Rafinha, the standard names, a bit of Werner. The only thing with Werner is you've got to make sure that the upgrade still counts. I know some cards it has done and some cards it doesn't. So if he doesn't get the upgrade and then you have evolved him anyway, then that's fair enough. But just be wary of that prior to doing this. We've then obviously got CR7, a bit of Di Natale. A lot of the 89s are now coming into the fold. Pedro Neto. It's going to be one of them ones that I would say any midfielder is going to have a field day with this one. Winger-wise could work, but I'd definitely be recommending already having a double playstyle plus, or at least a solid single playstyle at a minimum. We look at the likes of Ginola. He's just not going to get an upgrade anytime soon at 91. So always be wary that this could hinder your chance of an evolution later on down the line. Make sure that the 10 playstyles there as well. If we went into somebody like Dembele, for instance, and we had a look at the playstyles, I think this is all he's got. So we'd have 4, 5, 6, 7 playstyles. So he should be fine for the next time, just because pretty much most do have max 10 playstyles, max 10 playstyles, max 10 playstyles. You just got to be wary. They some reason don't like more than 10, so it could change that fact. Now, some obviously don't have anything, like it doesn't matter, but a lot of them do have that max 10. So for whatever reason anyway, they will have that issue. But let me know down below what you're going to choose. There's a lot of options you can go for, and I think there's going to be a lot of unique options, which is going to be pretty cool. So let me know who you're going for. I actually don't know with this one. I will find out and figure out, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.